Hi everyone, I'm Devon Coombs, and today I'm going to answer the question, what is branding? In a very broad sense. I had a good friend recently ask me uh, that exact question. What is branding? She's starting an internship, and it's a marketing internship, and she doesn't have any prior experience in branding, and the company is interested in rebranding themselves. So she just called me up and asked me, Devon, what's your opinion on branding? And so I gave her an explanation last night, but I'm going to post that so she can reference it, and anyone else who wants to know my ideas on branding can look it up and get my little rant. So a quick Google search will find their definition of branding, the entrepreneur.com's definition, and that is branding is a marketing strategy that involves creating a differentiated name and image, often using a logo and or a tagline, in order to establish a presence in the consumer's mind and and keep customers. I think a good way to recognize what branding is first to look at it in the context of people. Branding is developing an identity for a brand, identity for a product or a service or a shop of some kind. It's really developing an identity that we can relate to, though. So, my example I like using is that we develop brands for ourselves all the time. When I started going to CSUN, I really wanted to be the guy known as the sharp dresser, so I'd always wear a button-down shirt, and sometimes I'd wear a suit. And people quickly knew me as the guy who overdressed, or I would show up to things early, so people knew me as the guy who would show up punctually. Um, Maybe not the best brands for someone in college, but it was something I tried to do. And you get known for things quickly. Some people are known for being funny. Some people are known for being very fun. Some people are great to have around. Some people are known as being, someone you don't really want to hang out with or bad news. But we all develop our own brands. People are known for being late or whatnot. So we are all experts on branding just by being human beings because we all try to develop identities for different situations all the time. Businesses do that with their products and with their services and with their stores. Uh, and we see them rebranding all the time. I mean, Subway, you have the Eat Fresh logo, and they're trying to make people think that they're very fresh, they're very healthy, and that's the kind of identity they're building or the brand they're building. I think a wonderful way to look at branding is also to look at positioning maps. So I'm going to pull up an interesting positioning map. A lot of positioning maps you'll see is high quality versus high price, price versus quality. These are not good. Like, as quality improves, price will normally increase and vice versa. So I wouldn't look at that. I think this one's pretty good regarding coffee shops. So this coffee shop positioning map, it pretty much puts a bunch of competitors on one place and compares them to their business strategies. So whoever wrote this said that compared comfortable environments and fast environments to the variety of choices a coffee shop has. I think that is a very interesting comparison. And as you can see, they lay out the shops compared to where they think they are. So this is obviously a very subjective matter when you're laying shops out, but you can see where businesses are putting their emphasis. So McDonald's, I would agree, gives you limited choices, but very fast delivery, while Starbucks gives you some more choices and a more comfortable environment. And then bookshops give you an extremely comfortable environment, but not a lot of choices. And then I'm guessing what might be a restaurant is a very comfortable environment and wide choices, but not fast delivery. Fast delivery. So more upscale, more quick. So if we're looking at this and we're trying to start a coffee shop and develop a brand, we know that these people have a cornerstone on these brands. So we don't want to enter into those markets. What we would like to do is enter into maybe this space where we give a good amount of choices and have a comfortable environment as well. Or even more interesting is to give an extremely wide variety of choices but a fast delivery environment. No one's in this space, so if we get known for that, then we won't have any competition. If we try to go into one of these spaces, like a comfortable environment with limited choice, or the restaurant space, we will have a lot of competition. So we really want to avoid competition when we're starting a new business, and we want to niche a space and develop our brand from that niche. So the best way to develop a brand is to find your niche here by developing a bunch of positioning maps, and then develop a unique brand that has limited competition. And that would be done through a marketing analysis or competitive analysis, and market research, which is extremely important, but that's going into maybe too much detail. But it's important to know where your competitors are so you can develop a brand that's unique and something that can really make your business thrive and stand out from the clutter. I mean, anyone who lives in a major city knows that you can walk down a street and find a bunch of sushi restaurants, burger joints, coffee shops. So if you want to cut from the clutter, you really need to develop your own brand. So that's where branding comes in. That's my opinion on branding. I think it's extremely important, and even though there's a simple definition for it, it's a very complex issue that needs to be considered and researched, and is a very essential function to a business. If you go reverse and develop a brand and then do the research, you might find out that you're competing with major markets and major competitors. Like why would you want to compete with Starbucks when you don't have to? They have so much more money and so much more resources. So just if you are developing a brand, if you are starting a new business, or if someone's asking you how should we rebrand, I think a positioning map is a very nice place to start. And try to find somewhere where there isn't a lot of competition and where you can still make some money, and start from there, and then develop your brand from that point. And obviously market research is invaluable for making this decision. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions or you just want to respond to this rant, feel free to. If you want me to do a rant on any other subject, I'd be happy to. And have a wonderful day.